So, back for another VGC guide, and this time we are looking at Araquanid. Terra Water has done some very nice things for Araquanid. It was already pretty strong, but with a Terra Water boosted, Splash Plate / Mystic Water boosted, Water Bubble boosted Liquidation, you are actually rivaling Rapid Strike Urshifu. You're going to be able to keep up with the damage output of the critical hit Surging Strikes. That's how strong Araquanid is with Water Bubble, like significant damage coming out from it. The nice thing about Araquanid, compared to Rapid Strike Urshifu, is its speed. It's slow. It's absolutely going to be able to benefit from Trick Room. For the vast majority of Araquanids that you'll see, there'll be Trick Room on the team somewhere. And it doesn't even need to be a hard Trick Room team. Like, the most successful Araquanids we've seen previously was just Porygon 2 and Araquanid back in VGC 17, and then load of fast Pokemon. Because you've got this fast mode, and then suddenly here's the Araquanids that is a perfectly viable Trick Room sweeper, while also helping out in the fast mode with things like Wide Guard. Wide Guard is a very, very solid move in this format. You're going to be able to 1v1 a Tornadus with your Araquanid that's weak to flying type attacks with Wide Guard, which is quite amusing. Substitute is going to keep you safe from any Intimidates that would be thrown your way to try and slow down the Araquanids, while also stopping things like Spores and Fake Outs. So Sub is a really nice move on the Araquanids. You don't actually need coverage. Like, obviously, yes, Storm Drain and all that, and there's the Ogerpon's Wellsprings that would wall you otherwise, so you can consider some Bug moves. Like, Bug moves would be able to hit the Ogerpon super effectively, which is actually quite nice, but if you can deal with Ogerpon effectively without it, then you don't need any Bug moves, but still worth considering for sure. However, this is not a recommended moveset, these are just alternative moves that you can have in place of Substitute and Wide Guard. You should absolutely have Liquidation and Protect, that's basically mandatory, but then otherwise, what coverage do you want? I would sacrifice Substitute before Wide Guard, but if you need that bug coverage, if you need to be able to hit those Ogerpon Wellsprings for super effective and actually like respectable damage, not quite an Oko because you're actually pretty weak with space 70, but good enough damage so you're not walled. Leech Life and Lunge are your two alternatives. So Leech Life, you get recovery. Lunge, you get damage reduction. I would lean more towards Lunge if the intention is I must be able to hit Ogerpons, because then that would slow down the Ogerpons as well with your Lunges. Then Icy Winds, Chilling Water, that'll be able to support the team as well. With a Water Bubble boosted Chilling Water, that's doing actually okay chip damage when you're reducing the attack as well, but I would just stick to Lunge if you're going for the attack drop, because then you'll be able to get that coverage into opposing Ogerpons as well. Also, Clear Amulet is worth a mention. You do the absolute most amount of damage you would want to do with the Splash Plate / Mystic Water, but Clear Amulet keeps you safe from Intimidates, and therefore you are able to just Oko Incineroar even if they come in and try to intimidate you, whereas the Mystic Water Splash Plate one won't be able to KO an Incineroar in one if they have intimidated you. So you're way stronger with this, but this keeps you safe from Intimidates, and you'll just be able to 1v1 Incineroar way easier. They can't Parting Shot you as well, so if you're behind a Substitute, they can't Parting Shot you behind the Substitute if you've got the Clear Amulet as well. So absolutely worth considering as an alternative item to Araquanid. This is also a worthwhile moveset to mention. It's probably not going to be as effective as the other one, but being able to go for Iron Defense to mean that you've patched up your lower defense, your special defense is already great. So this might be able to be matching the things like Iron Defense, Body Press Pokemon. It's not going for Body Press, it will eventually win with Infestation. So Infestation, if you made yourself unkillable, it doesn't matter how long it takes to KO the opponent, Infestation will do it. But also having utility on top of it traps the opponents. It's not like Fire Spin or Whirlpool, it's got 100% accurate. The initial damage output of the Infestation doesn't matter. It's about the residual damage over time. So the fact that this has 100% accuracy makes this a lot more viable. Also, Terra has done very good things for this set as well, because you get to go for Terra Steel, one of the best defensive typings in the game, while also halving the damage from Fire-type attacks. So you aren't going to be weak to Fire-type attacks when you've got your Terra Steel. So it's really nice synergy there with the Araquanid as well. So I think this is an entirely viable set. It'll be able to 1v1 not most games. It will be able to 1v1 a lot of games, I should say. This will be a surprise set on Araquanid. Most people would be expecting this one, for good reason. This is a fantastic set, but this could be a hidden gem. Like, I'm hoping that there's some good things that could come out from this Araquanid set, because as far as I can see, this could be sweeping plenty of teams that aren't prepared for it.